What's up guys, it's the BMG Birthday back here today with another video. This is the second part of my Two Towers build, I guess series. It's only 2 parts. So if you haven't seen already, go back to last week's video where I built the Tower of Orthanc, or Isengard, and just tell me what you think about that video, and then hop back over here to see the second part, which is the Tower of Barad-dûr. So let's get straight into this video. So like I said, this is Barad-dûr, the tower that stands inside of Mordor. Now I know that some people have a few different ideas of what the 2 towers are, but for this Mocs series, in my opinion, they are Isengard and Barad-dûr. So let's get straight into this build, but first I have to mention, like I did in the last video, that I built this for Books Come to Life, which is a fun little building event for libraries where we put some builds on display, and this was with my LUG, my location, LEGO users group. So check out, if you can, your own LUG in your own city or state. It's a nice opportunity to work with some other builders and just meet people. So that takes the book part out of the way, and I built a little stand as well for that. But now getting straight into this model. This was another fairly simple build like the last one. Pretty easy, although it had some problems, some challenges with it. So let me get to those in a second. First I'll just get the easy stuff out of the way. Just like last time, I built this black border, about a brick tall with some plates on top. Just a very simple border, but it is similar to the last one. It connects the 2 builds together, so I felt like I needed something that was the same for each one, despite the builds looking quite different. And then, inside the build, I just kind of went down with some gray bricks just all over the place, and then I added some little cracks for lava, which I feel like turned out pretty well. I haven't really used this technique before, so I'm looking forward to using it in some other builds, maybe some little pieces of water in a swamp or something, or just more lava, because there's tons of lava-related media out there to build things based off of. Then I have a little bit of a mountain section. That's not too detailed, just kind of goes up to the side. I didn't use any tiles or any slopes on it. I wanted it to kind of look very rough on this side, and then the tower to kind of have that more agreeable detail in it to kind of show the distinction between the 2. Then the tower kind of has this little castle base around it. You've got some little towers, some spikes and prongs and all that going around the outside. There's a little gate out front, some windows, some cool details around there. Then going up to the tower, we kind of have this rounded section which leads into these 2 layers, which were a very fun technique I really haven't used before, which is using some of these tank tread pieces as a couple sections of the tower to add some detail in there. A little bit abstract, but I feel like it worked. You gotta tell me in the comments if you like it. Then moving up, we have this little jet engine piece upside down, and then the tip of the tower, which has some spikes on it, and then the 2 points. These 2 points, as you can see, are built out of some LEGO blaster pieces and some minifig hands holding on to those blasters. Like the last build, the points on top of the tower were pretty difficult to get across. I feel like I did an okay job, especially if you're looking at it from pretty far away. But you'll have to tell me again if you think that looks good, or if you have another idea of something else I could have used. I assume I'll end up coming back to this build at some point. Then, one of the more tricky details for this build was the eye. LEGO doesn't really have a good piece to resemble the eye, so I used this orb that I ended up getting from a Legends of Chima set during the Fire vs. Ice season in 2015. I'm sure this piece has come in plenty of other sets, and maybe even in the same color, but I felt like the yellow and orange really translated to fire here. Now, you might be wondering how this is attached on here. There's a little hole that is at the bottom of this orb piece, and then I just have a Harry Potter minifig wand that is just sitting down here, nestled inside some pieces with the hole through for the bar. And then I just set this on top here. Now, it isn't too strong of a connection. You can kind of tap it down and get it on there where it won't really move when you shake the build or anything. I feel like it works pretty well. I feel like this build looks pretty good. Of course, like I said, I want to come back to it at some point. Maybe not in micro scale, who knows. So tell me what you think about this in the comments down below, and tell me if you have any other building ideas. I said in the last video I'd love to do more Lord of the Rings, so tell me if you have any Lord of the Rings related ideas. I'd love to hear them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. This is BMD out.